What's going on, smokers? My pro wrestling smokers. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing this week? Y'all thought I wasn't going to get one out this week. Yeah. Y'all just don't understand the shit that I have to do, record. Y'all understand the business that I fucking run. I got a new podcast, which we're recording for. They're going to be debuting November 1st in the Premium Smoke Room. Deep in the guts with the sexy and gorgeous Queen Honey B, straight out of Houston, Texas. Working on this end of the year smoke fest in the Premium Smoke Room. But you know I'm going to take time out for my wrestling smokers, the people that actually watch the podcast. I want to send a shout out to actually didn't realize I had fans to the podcast. Wrong thing. DM me saying what happened, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, we need that pro wrestling smoke every week, bro. We need your takes, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, shouts out to Derek Lockhart for retweeting one of my tweets for Pro Wrestling Smoke. Is letting me know y'all listening. Y'all listening to my wrestle takes and y'all loving my wrestle takes. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm not here to break down every match or this, that, and third. I do reviews of the events. But I'm going to tell you the highlights that stuck out in my mind for the week from some of these wrestling promotions. Because not everything is worth talking about. You know? So, man, wow. Where should I begin? Well, we got a lot this week. I got a lot of news to discuss. I have the preview of our Shea close to midnight, you know what I'm saying, and Wrestle Dream for AEW. So before we get to all this, let me tell you about the sponsor. This show is sponsored by PassDat Apparel on TeePublic, PassDat Inhalation Partners. Go find them, spend that money, get them nice t-shirts. Also, the best smoke there is, the best kind of smoke there is, SmokeKind.com, the king of THCA. Please hit the referral link in the description for you to check out their sales and discounts, especially since we're getting to Halloween and these holiday, you know what I'm saying, these holiday season. You know, they're going to have a lot of discounts and sales for their THCA. You're talking about buds, single roll, and vapes and stuff. And yeah, I'm about to light me up one because, you know, I make sure, you know, once a month I order from SmokeKind.com, and trust me, the weed lasts, dog. I have not ran out of weed since fucking with them. Just letting you know. And last but not least, she's the queen of porn, but she's also the queen of CBDs. We're talking about Sara J. CBD. She has a line of CBD self-care, pain relief, and stress relief products. Please use the promo code BOBBIE. That's BOBBIE. Capital letters to get 10% off of your order from SarahJCBD.com. She got great things to help you relax, help with your pain, and even for the people on the sex side of things, she even got a lube. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you want to do a little anal, have a little sex, you know what I'm saying, and make the shit, you know, pop a little bit. You feel me? Hey, go ahead and order from Sara CBDs, Sara CBDs with my promo code, and use my referral link to get yourself some weed so you can have both of best worlds. You feel me? So now, we're going to begin with the news. And WWE has been this year releasing a lot of motherfuckers. And this round of release has really evolved. And plus you had people that didn't resign. Satas still did not resign. For what I understand, she actually did an angle attacking the TNA Knockout Tag Champs. So I think she'll be going to TNA. The biggest shock with these three names for me, because the rest of the other names I don't give a fuck about, okay? Honestly, I just really don't. Wesley was the biggest shock. Wesley has had a hell of a run in NXT towards the end. They put him with the Rise. They put him with Tyson Ducks and I guess TNT, whatever the hell them big black boys are. And they became the Rise. Then I started seeing less of Wesley on NXT, and he's popping up on Evolve. Had a match against Cappuccino Jones and was managing these guys. And Wesley has been released. Wow. Now, I already know what's about to happen. Wesley will be back on NXT. He's going to be back on NXT because of TNA, because he's going to TNA. That was his home before he came to WWE. I didn't see him with any other wrestling promotion other than that. And his boys, the Rascals, are in TNA. Me personally, I thought about this since the Hurt Syndicate is looking for a fourth member. Why not sign Wesley and have him be the fourth member to the Hurt Syndicate? I would like to see Wesley in AEW. I would love Wesley to join the Hurt Syndicate in AEW. He fits the crew. He got the body arc. I think they need a wrestler that is not monster-like, that kind of be the MVP when it comes to in the ring, and someone that can hold themselves on the mic. Wesley can do both. Plus, he's an exciting wrestler. He's a change of pace from the monster beat you up guys. Practically Cedric Alexander. Now, I've heard rumors that supposedly, I keep seeing the news that supposedly they're trying to get Cedric Alexander to AEW. I don't know how long his TNA contract is, but I'm pretty sure that he kind of liked the TNA contract because he's able to wrestle our shade of other promotions that are North Carolina based without, you know what I'm saying? And TNA don't give a shit versus if he go work for AEW. AEW shutting that down. They ain't gonna let him do too much of that. So, and I'm enjoying Cedric Alexander with Ashe. So stay at TNA so you can continue wrestling with Ashe. Jen Tyler, who was to me, what the fuck? I'm just saying, Jen Tyler, in my opinion, they shouldn't let go. First of all, the way she looked, her body, she got a good talk game. The match that she had with, God damn it, what's my girl name? Armstrong, Callie Armstrong. Yeah, that's right. Excuse me, I'm getting old people. Callie Armstrong was a barn burner match. I love the storyline where she was the one that was attacking everybody in the back. She'll make a great heel. She'll make a great monster heel. You know what I'm saying? I've been like, why don't you put her with the her service? The Hervis. You feel what I'm saying? The Secret Service for Chelsea Green. Because she looks like a goddamn heavy hitter. Jen Tyler, I hope that she stays wrestling. I'm pretty sure of it. It wouldn't surprise me if she ends up either wrestling for New Japan Pro Wrestling. She might be at TNA. Would love to see her MLW or even NWA. So Jen Tyler, like I said, I was very surprised about that. The Jamal kid, I can't think of his name right now. And I don't feel like looking it up because I just don't. They had him tagging with It's Gall. He gets released. No surprise. First of all, his ring gear looked like shit, even though he does it. And I thought that they had something going with him and Gall because I would have loved to see them as a tag team, and actually wouldn't mind seeing them as tag champs because it would have been comedy as well as great wrestling. But he got released. Like I said, some tell me, I don't know. To me, I saw it kind of coming because the way his ring gear was looking, I was like, he can't even figure out what the ring gear he wanted to wear. And then Stevie Turner, the general manager, aka prime minister of Evolve. Even the general managers are not safe. And I find it funny that she said she was happy because now she could wrestle again, because apparently they didn't want her ass to wrestle in WWE. She's like, yay, I can wrestle again. So, like I said, the people that didn't resign was Zeta Steel and, of course, Kylie Ray. Kylie Ray has had so many stops and starts in her career. This go around her being pregnant. Before that, it was her mental health. She finally gets to WWE, even though yes, it's Evolved. They made her the WWE ID program champion. And she ends up having to give up the belt, so now they have to crown a new one. People were saying that the WWE ID is a wash. I was saying it too. It's not that it's a wash, it's the problem with the ID program is it wasn't made to find the next great wrestlers and turn them into WWE product. It was to keep the next best wrestlers from going to AEW. So they figured, this we'll do. We'll sign 10 to 15. Out of that 10 to 15, we're going to find 2 or 3 that are jewels, and then either let the other one's contracts get released, or we just let them go to the wayside. And that's what they're doing. Because you had Ice Williams, he got released. I was shocked. I thought he would get signed. The EOE gets released. We got Gentala released, and now we have my man, Wesley. I was like, wow. And Wesley was the biggest shock because, like I said, he was a North American champion, former tag champion. He was in main event at one point. What happened? Was the hairstyle? So he stayed with the locks instead of the fro? We don't know. So, who ain't going nowhere is Santos Escobar. He last minute re-signed with the WWE. So he will be back. No surprise there that they was going to try to make sure that he come back to WWE. I know what y'all saying. I got to remove my damn coffee. Hey, look, y'all deal with it. And the reason why, because Escobar, SL Fantasma, was a former Latin heavyweight champion, former cruiserweight champion in AAA. His family is connected to AAA. And like that of what they're doing with Dominic, they want to make him a big star in AAA, which in turn will help them get this TV contract. So Santos Escobar stays put. No surprise there. Now, yesterday, we had TNA. You had NWA show. WWE Showdown this past Wednesday, and yesterday we had Bound for Glory. Now, the big news out of that, out both the Hardy Boys gained the NXT title. Also, over the weekend, they won the HOG tag title. So they're becoming tag team belt collectors. But everybody got an issue with Mercedes Moné. Make it make sense. The highlights of the night last night, Trick Williams finally did drop the TNA title to Mike Santana, which I was not surprised about. Of course, Call Your Shot Gauntlet had, I take it, 2 winners with Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth, who both tried to cash in They calling the shot gauntlet at the same time last night, but were broken up by Elijah. There you go. Kalani Jordan is still the TNA champion, defeating Indy Hartwell, who also is going to be defending the Horsewoman Championship against Zeta Steel at their next event. Yeah, I watch it all, people. Am I surprised Kalani Jordan retained? No. They put the belt. They wanting to see what Kalani Jordan looks like as a champion. So they couldn't give her the NXT title. They gave her the TNA title. I am happy that they didn't take the titles off of the Hardys because that wouldn't make no fucking sense. Dark State to me has actually been a waste of fucking time of a fucking clique. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They don't have any direction. They don't really have a storyline of any kind. And have you seen any of these fuckers go for a single title? The only title we see them go for is the tag title. This has been the worst invasion clique scenario I've ever seen. The only thing they do is just jump motherfuckers and that's it. The long-term booking seemed to be them and Javon Evans, which no one has explained why they go after Javon Evans so much. But I digress. Which leads me to the Leon Slater and Javon Evans title match. First it was a draw, then it restarted and Dark State interfered. If you just didn't want Javon Evans to win the belt, you could have just left it at the draw. Didn't even know that the title matches had time limits because they don't never announce them shits. But I'm kind of glad because I didn't want to see Leon Slater lose the belt and I didn't want to see Javon ever take another loss. So apparently we're about to have a tag match with Javon Evans and Leon Slater against. Y'all wonder why they say the booking has been stale. Dark State's the perfect example. And Tessa Blanchard made her return, defeated Gia Miller. Glad she's back. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I like her talent. Now, the shit outside the ring, ain't nothing I can do about that. But talent-wise, she need to be the next knockout champion. Actually, she need to be the one to take the belt off of Kalani Jordan. Kalani's already being billed somewhere as a face, so why not? So, and two, let's be real. Tessa makes for a very interesting champion. So, and why bring it back if you're not going to have the woman that was the only female, I think, to hold the men's title? There you go. Now, as far as WWE is concerned, we had, and I did get to watch it. I did pay for the ESPN. First of all, ESPN, your TV app sucks. Your TV app sucks ass. It keeps going out. The internet keeps going out. The only app that does that, the freezing and the whole nine. I find it interesting. I didn't have this problem with Peacock, but as soon as y'all decide to put your asses on ESPN, and it's not just the wrestling, it's all of it. I had to deal with this shit with the football games. I had to deal with this shit watching Sports Center. The internet go out, lose connection, the feed goes out. You know how many times I had to watch this morning First Take restarted because the shit wanted to go out? So I'm paying $30 for an app that don't even work right, so that I can watch WWE PLEs, so I can report on these fuckers. ESPN app sucks. Sucks worse than a woman that won't open her mouth to suck a dick. A woman that's gonna suck your dick but won't put it in her mouth. She's just gonna kiss the motherfucker the whole time. No licking, just. You like that, honey? Is it wet enough for you? So now, the John Cena match, AJ style match, Barn Burner loved it. Loved the tributes that they did to it. I like that they really kind of played the TNA greatest versus WWE's greatest. Because, of course, AJ came out in his old TNA garb that he was famous for. And when you think about it, because AJ, let's be honest, is the greatest TNA superstar of all time. He was original. When you want to see and say the name that built the place, AJ Styles was the name that built the place. Period. Think about how many motherfuckers want to see AJ Styles wrestle another match at TNA. That's how much he is quintessentially TNA. John Cena, WWE. Great match. Glad that John Cena won the match. The rumor is supposedly that he's supposed to go against Gunther. They're going to have some type of tournament where Gunther goes to win and Gunther goes against John Cena. Some tell me John Cena dumbass going to put over Gunther instead of him just taking the win and going off in the sunset and giving everybody a happy, look at John Cena with him winning versus him taking the loss of Gunther. Now, would I be mad if he take a loss of Gunther? No, because Gunther's going to be there. This builds the story of Gunther being legend killer. He was the last match for Goldberg. Now you add to it if he beats John Cena. I'm the legend killer. I'm the guy that ends the legends. The last match, if they have me for a last match, they had to retire me. So that's the only reason why I would see why Gunther will win that match, if that happens. Stephanie secured Devil's Kisses, took her all the way to the Crown Jewel Championship. She defeated Tiffy Time. No surprise there because Tiffy about to give up that belt to Jade Cargill at some point. And let's be real, Tiffy Time, title time, has been boring time. Not a lot of great matches, not a lot of great feuds or storylines. The best feud she had was winning the belt from Nia Jax. After that, it's been shitty. Oh, that feels good. So they just keep it 100. I have no problem with Stephanie McCure becoming the champ. They are pushing her. Actually, not mad at the push because she's a great wrestler. She's fine as fuck with a banging ass body. You know what I'm saying? She can appeal to Hispanics. She can appeal to all ethnicities of men and women. And once again, that devil kiss, the fans love it. Booker T put that sauce on that motherfucker, and it ain't been the same since. It's funny how Julia was the one that came in with all the hype. Let's have a real conversation. Julia came in with all the hype. Julia came in with all the hype. Everyone thought Julia gonna be the one that gets pushed to the moon and the whole nine. The biggest mistake Julia made was her when she won the NXT Women's title when she got hurt. And then when Stephanie McCure with that nice fat ass of hers did that devil's kiss and Booker T, yeah, baby. Yeah, daddy. Yeah, baby. That took her to the women's world title and the Crown Jewel belt. Beautiful. So, got no issue with that. Rhea Ripley and, of course, Io Sky won their match against the Kabuki Warriors. No surprise there. Rhea is the star over there in Australia. Yeah. And let me tell you this. Rhea is gorgeous, dog. I mean, all four of these women that was in that ring is fine. But Rhea it's just something about Rhea. With the makeup, yeah. But when you take that makeup off that girl, it's like, whoa. I know you fine with the makeup on, but goddamn. Buddy Murphy, motherfucker. I know you enjoy fucking that. Every night. Goddamn. I told me and Billy Pilgrim said, out of all the female pro wrestlers, the one that probably would be probably the queen if she did porn, is Rhea Ripley. In another dimension, Rhea Ripley is a porn star and the top porn star in the business. And I done fucked her at least twice. But, of course, they're going to continue the story between Io Sky and your girl. Now, I don't know how much they're going to keep Rhea Ripley in the mix with this. But me personally, just my opinion, let's get Rhea versus Stephanie McCure. Rhea. Now, suppose what will be coming up is a women's survivors match where Team AJ Lee versus Becky. But in my opinion, Stephanie McCure's next title defense, or big title defense, because I'm pretty sure y'all going to give her a title match between now and then, should be against Rhea Ripley, and she should go over on Rhea Ripley. That's just my opinion. Because, I mean, let's be honest, people are looking for that match. And, of course, the tribal chief takes his first loss in years since Cody to Bronson Reed in our Australian Street Fight match. Because of the Usos coming in trying to help and put Roman through a fucking table when he gets anointed for his trouble. The real story was at the end when he told the boys, I don't want to see y'all to Christmas. Very frustrated and upset with Jay and Jimmy because he takes a loss to Bronson Reed. I'm loving the Bronson Reed and Tribal Chief storyline. This is making Bronson Reed, and if you want to be technical about it, this is making Bronson Reed more than anything. This vision run has made Bronson Reed, in my opinion, above Braun Breaker. Hear me out. What big single feud Braun Breaker has done since joining the Vision? He has been the interference guy. Bronson Reed has a feud with the tribal chief. This is Ala Samoa versus Australian Samoan. I knew he was Australian Samoan. I knew he was something. He wasn't no goddamn pure white boy. Not looking like that, goddamn. He fit the bloodline. Somewhere, some way, they probably related. You never know. But the point I'm trying to make, interested is not Braun Breaker that's getting the feud. Is Bronson Reed. This has elevated him above Braun Breaker. He got a win over the tribal chief. Now, granted, what this means? Now, is he going to win the feud? No. Him and Roman going to have another match. I dare say, might be a Hell in a Cell. Because right now, the only two feuds that I see that could fit that at this point in time, if they do a Hell in a Cell in the next 2 to 3 months, would be Bronson Reed and Roman, or Seth and Punk, which, from what I understand, Seth supposed to be facing Punk at the next main event. Yeah, I know y'all wonder why I'm making that face. It's too early for Punk to go for that belt, dog. Because it's like this, how many times you gonna have Punk wrestle Seth? Now, unless you, and two, we already know what's gonna happen. Either it's going to be a disqualification or a no contest. Because y'all trying to set up the Survivor Series. There's no way in hell that we're going to have a clean finish between him and CM Punk. And y'all do understand the feud is not over. The storyline is not over until CM Punk beats Seth for the title. Now, the irony would be if CM Punk wins the Money in the Bank, and now Seth got to watch out for him. Because I know the Money in the Bank should be announced at some point. Not the pay-per-view. They just should have a pay-per-view that involves Money in the Bank. Should not be named Money in the Bank. But I digress. As if they do that. So, I noticed a lot of people ain't talking about that, but it seemed like to me, Braun Breaker has been stuck in the mode of the interference guy. By the way, the feud between Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns is 1-1. So a third match is coming. The question is, what type of match would this be? So, and last but not least, we had the men's crown jewel title decided is Seth Rollins, which I knew was not going to take a loss, defeating Cody Rhodes. And what's funny is I like the creative way they did it. The watch, which they talked about at the beginning of this feud, was the thing that cost Cody the title. Rollins didn't need outside interference, but he had help. You know what they say? Whether you cheat to win, you cheat when you win, you cheat even if you lose. No matter what, cheat. And that's what Rollins did. And of course, Rollins will now be very bragful and boastful come tonight's Raw. Yeah. He's going to be talking a lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. So, there you go. So, and that was the on the whole. We still have LA Knight dealing with the Usos, because y'all saw what happened to LA Knight. He got his head taken off by Jimmy. The MFTs are now back in full strength with, everyone kept asking for my man Tama. We got New Japan Pro Wrestling, Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga. I missed that. I missed the long hair, the long beard, the makeup. He looks fucking crazy as shit. And we about to get the Wide Six versus the MFTs. And I'm going to tell you, with nothing funnier, when you see little short ass, sexy ass Nikki Cross get nose to chest with Solo Sikoa like, what, nigga? What? You want smoke? Let's go. I'm going back to look like, hold on, damn, the bitch is wild. The chick is, we'll talk to y'all later. I like, they attack Sami Zayn. So, is Sami Zayn going to be with the White Sick to fight the MFTs? Which is funny because Lance and Ohio and Ohio, their cousin got released also. He never got a chance to even come on WWE TV. Why did you sign him? He never got on TV. Why did you sign him? If they had a brain, they'd be dangerous. If they had a brain, they'd be dangerous. Now, I think there's nothing else really of great consequence that is worth me talking about that's on WWE. Because most everything that was last week was to build to Australia, period. And plus also all these releases and so forth. So now with that being said, should I do Wrestle Dream first? Or should I do Nah. ASE. Yeah. ASE has their show coming this Saturday, close to midnight. Now, let me put this in real quick. I have ordered the pay-per-view. I have ordered it. I don't think they're going to put it on YouTube for free. For any of you that are looking to order it, so you can understand, you go to ASEWrestling.com. You click on the watch the events or what have you, and it'll take you to where you need to go to where you can purchase it. You can either purchase it for $15, and then they'll give you this PDF file that when the time comes, you click on it, you can watch the live feed. It's going to be in your downloads, what have you. Or you can go to their Patreon and subscribe to their Patreon where you can get to watch that as well as their other pay-per-views or what have you. I got the single purchase, so I got it for $15. I will be reviewing this podcast because, like I said, I do want to stream it. If they were streaming it for free, I would stream it on Facebook as well as X. Period. No, I still might do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they'll be upset because I'm reacting. You see my face. You get where I'm coming from. And I'm stopping stuff and this, that, and the third. I might go in and out, what have you. I don't know. But either way, but see, dog, because I can't even stream because I just thought about that. I got to show this Saturday. I got to stop doing that. I got to keep up. Okay, actually, I have to keep up with when y'all have shows, and I make sure I have nobody booked that Saturday. So if I ever want to stream y'all shit, so no, I will be watching it. I will review it. You feel me? Now, I might show some highlights, but I'm not going to show the full shit. So I will review ASE Close to Midnight. So what will I be reviewing? Well, let's go there. First of all, the main event is there's the ASE title on the line. Hold on. The ASE title on the line with Darius Carter and Billy Dixon, the business Billy Dixon. Now, this video here, you can watch it on Twitter. They probably got it on YouTube. Basically lays out what happened. So let's take a look. Let's take a watch.
When you look at Darius Carter, you see a traditionalist in every sense of the word. The trunks, the boots, the obnoxious rogue, the tactician in the ring, the technical ability he has is exactly what is believed to be the foundation of the sport. And then when you look at me, sometimes my wristwatch and my wrist lock get me a little confused. But the one thing that Darius Carter knows is that when I ball my fist up and it hits his face, he sees stars. And he sees across the ring from him the star that he can't take out, no matter how hard he's tried. You see, a lot of people know that I don't like him and he doesn't like me. And it's been that way for almost a decade. But do they really know why? In 2020, I decided to take a chance on myself and what pro wrestling could be. And I created something entirely brand new. It's called Paris is Bumping. And Darius Carter, for some reason, drove all the way to the middle of nowhere to a bar and tried to stop that from happening.
You are exploiting this profession for your own selfish needs, and that's why I'm here, to fix this problem.
Okay, I love it. See, I'm gonna tell you what I love when we talk about it. It's these two guys apparently long-term booked each other. Because like I said, this is funny, he said in 2020. And he started his own wrestling. It was, you know what I'm saying? Kind of what my man does for GCW. You know what I'm saying? From GCW champion. I can't think of his name offhand. But yeah, this shit looked like it was fire too. I wouldn't mind wanting to watch a couple of them shows. It looked like it was entertaining and so forth. But no, let's continue. Let's continue.
To fix this problem.
No, people like me?
Yeah, people like you.
This is a problem. People like me invented this sport. People like me innovate this sport. Yeah. People like me are changing the face of this sport. It's gonna be a fat, black queen who's gonna come out here looking like he's never looked before, that is gonna spit in the face of everything you try to emulate, and you failed at your whole career.
And what happened? He got his ass beat in the middle of that bar. And I proved that pro wrestling can be whatever we want it to be.
Oh!
What about the diva?
And since then, he hasn't been able to sleep at night, knowing that I'm still living, breathing, and thriving in this sport. The irony about the whole thing is, Darius Carter, the traditionalist, patterns himself after people in the history of this industry that would be the gatekeepers to his own success. See, those people that you idolize, those people that you pay homage to in the ring and out of it, are the same people who would close the door of success.
Hold on, wait a second. Let me bring this in real quick. This is deep. This is deep because this is Black culture. You have the new wave, Gen Z, and the old tradition, conservative, Black sect. Darius Carter represents that because he is, in every sense of the word, a traditional pro wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And he's a straight male. Well, for what we know of, the film character-wise. Billy is apparently homosexual, pansexual. Mm-hmm. He's not traditional. He's the Gen Z, the tolerant. Because let's be realistic. Gay back in the day, only one gay wrestler I knew that was accepted. That was Pat Patterson. He's white. It's Black. The fact that him and Billy Dixon created a storyline that is so complex and so interwoven, that's also a representation of what we're going through in Black culture itself and the Black community. it makes this match and the ASE title even bigger. Because the question is, who's right? We're about to get that answer. Let's finish watching the rest of this. This is some good shit. Yo, Darius. Yeah, Darius. Yeah.
In your face. He wants to be the oppressor. What he really needs to understand is that all he's doing is making his own oppression worse. And that's what he doesn't like about me. He wishes that he could live in his own truth and be his true, authentic self, than walk around as a facade. He's a scared little kid who listens to what he's told. 2 years ago, ASE started in December of 2023. And in the middle of that ring, I got to see my best friend in his creation in a historic venue lay claim to what he wants the future of wrestling to look like. And in the middle of that ring, I said, I want a match against you. And unfortunately, Darius Carter has been the thorn in that match ever taking place. If you know or if you don't know, we are getting close to midnight on my in-ring wrestling career. I have made it clear that in June of 2026, I will conclude my in-ring wrestling career. And that means that from now until then, all of the things that I've wanted to accomplish, all of the scores that need to be settled must be attended to in that time period. I don't have the luxury of saying, we'll get them next time. For all I know, this could be my very last opportunity at the ASE Men's Championship. I'm not desperate, I'm determined. And I'm determined to do whatever it takes to make sure that I defeat Darius Carter, no disputing the fact that I was the better man on October 18th, and I get to walk out of my career the ASE Men's Champion. I know for the both of us, it doesn't sit right that both times we've fought at ASE, they've been no contest. One time, I was the cause of it. The other time, he was the cause of it.
We'll retire you twice!
I was so excited to get the opportunity to compete for the ASE Men's Championship in the inaugural tournament. For the first time in my career, it felt like I had an opportunity to do something entirely for myself. Over the years, a lot of my fights have been about a bigger message, a bigger platform. A lot of the times I've had to represent for entire communities of people. But for the first time, I could go out there and accomplish a goal just for me, myself, and I. And the second round, it was me and Carter. And I knew that that was not going to be easy. Unfortunately, I didn't think that it was going to come from behind and take me out indefinitely.
See, understand, people, this is what is called a blood feud. This in pro wrestling is called a blood feud. A feud that spans a decade, spans years. With each match that they have become more brutal, more physical, even bloody. I love it. They were doing long-term booking between each other. You can't make this up, people.
And the injuries I sustained from that beatdown followed me and followed me and followed me until I came back.
Well, oh, wait a second! It's
Billy Dixon!
Darius Carter stole that opportunity away from me. I knew that my destiny was just delayed.
We pretty much got it because I don't want to spend too much time. I want y'all to watch that or what have you. But the championship match, Darius Carter and I can't wait to hear Darius Carter's promo. I know that's going to drop sometime this week. Hold on, let me get to these matches of who is going to be what is going to be. So, well, of course, we talked about the main event. I'll save my prediction for that later. The first match, to what I understand, will be hold on, let me have to find all the shit. Yeah. Of course, I think, yes, Darian Bankston, he will be wrestling that night. Shug D will be in the building. And hold on, I know what I need to do. They just start playing around. Let me go here. Damn it. I had the shit lined up. Excuse me, people. I'm trying to get to where I can get all what I need. All right, here we go. The lineup for this wonderful show. First, we begin, like I said, number one contenders match. So the winner of whoever Billy Dixon and Darius Carter is going to be is going to be facing the winner of this match. This is LeBron Cozone, who is still, as I know right now, the Deadlock Pro Wrestling National Heavyweight Champion, will renew his rivalry against Cedric Alexander for the number one contenders match, which is going to be funny because to hear Cedric Alexander's wonderful wife, Big Swole, have to be, well, she's going to be actually biased as fuck on the mic, but she's going to root for the hubby, so you know. But this is a rivalry that's deep because both of these are trainers to the future of professional wrestling. Cedric Alexander has many of his students on display right now as we speak on ASE. Cozone has three of his people right now in WWE. Cozone is currently also wrestling over in WXW, Wild Side Extreme Wrestling over in Germany. It wouldn't surprise me at some point he either becomes the Shotgun Champion or the Unified Champion, which I don't think a black man ever held that belt. Any one of those belts. I digress. So, this match is going to be a barn burner. I think Cedric Alexander going to get the win because, one, he is the more high-profile wrestler. Cozone has a victory over him already. So I think Cozone going to give it back to him. I don't know if it's going to be any shenanigans or any kind of like that. Trust me, this is going to be a damn great match. I'm telling you, this pay-per-view is going to be a barn burner from beginning to end. I'm just putting it out there for you to understand. Like I said, I see Cedric Alexander getting the victory, facing the winner of whoever. All right, now. Aaliyah James returns, and she will be the first lady that will get a shot at the sexy and gorgeous Charity King for the ASE Women's title. Aaliyah James, of course, the last time we saw her, she took a loss to Maya World. Very surprised that Maya World didn't get the title shot, but I digress. Aaliyah James has been, like I said, I've talked about it before. She had been wrestling for other promotions overseas as well as here. She's actually from England. And this is going to be a very good women's match. I don't see Charity come off that belt. Actually, I keep saying this. The money match right now would love to see either Charity going versus Savannah Evans. Because Savannah Evans is supposed to be there this week. So I think they might set up something for that, for the end of the year anniversary, what have you. Or Tasha Steele, if they bring Tasha Steele back. Like I said, I don't see Charity King losing the title, so I see it keeping it there. And then, of course, the match of the night, the X Division title match, scramble match. Leon Slater will defend the TNA X Division title against Ian Maxwell, Manny Soulfly Low, and the Audacity. I don't need to say the names separately. The Audacity. And this is going to be, I'm telling you, this match, hold on to your seats, people. Hold on to your motherfucking seats, because let me bring this in for a second. This match here, I'm just putting it out there. It's going to be fire. One, y'all saw, if you watched, I saw the highlights of the TNA X Division title match. I saw I know what both Javon Evans and Leon Slater could do. People, let me make this clear. I was on Leon Slater when he was at Progress Wrestling over in London. Y'all late to the party. I was at the party a long time ago. We want to have a conversation. For all these podcasters, no disrespect. Y'all didn't know who Leon Slater was until he brought his ass over here. I was seeing Leon Slater tearing it down at the Electric Ballroom for Progress. He going against Kid Lycos, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Y'all need to check out Progress Wrestling. I'm just being real with you. Because I heard that damn Car in the Water became a bad guy. I'm thinking about getting my subscription back. I'm just saying. So, speaking about Savannah Evans, loving this. Savannah Evans will be going against the gorgeous and beautiful Maya World. This is going to be a good match. This is going to be power versus speed. I think Savannah Evans is going to win. I think Maya World is going to definitely show why she is one of the top girls in the independents right now. But no, I think Savannah Evans, they're setting this sexy, gorgeous Amazon up to be the person that will face off against Charity King. Power versus power. Like I said, I am looking to see more of who they're going to bring in for Charity to defend the title against, as well as to build other feuds within their women's division. You get me? So that is wonderful. Let me see if I'm not missing anything. Oh, and the men's tag title, that we had to get to. The men's tag title will be decided as TME, Duke Davis, and Gannon Jones Jr. will go against the other game, which will probably be Rehan Intness, a.k.a. the Cream Pie Poppy. I can't pronounce his name. And Jordan Holt is going to be in the ring instead of Vega. Interesting. Now, my question is, if the other game wins the tag titles, are they going to be allowed to do the Freebird rules, meaning that any two can defend the title anytime? But this is going to be a good-ass match because TME, these some monsters. Them some big boys. They gets down. I'm just saying. my prediction, TME wins. I don't think they're signing anybody anytime soon. I know Duke actually won a single title recently on the Indies. So, yes, I keep up with the shit, people. Duke, I can't think of what belt Duke won, but I did remember seeing Duke then damn claim somebody's singles title. So, period. I see TME being the champs. Yeah, do I think they will get do I think the Ugly Gang get a second crack at them? Yes. I would love to see a tag team feud between them and the Ugly Gang with the Audacity involved. So, but would I be surprised the Ugly Gang win this? No. Because they are a mainstay. We haven't seen TME in a minute. I don't know how much TME will be able to be booked over here. But me personally, I kind of want to see TME as tag champs. I'm sorry. I to see them come back because, hey, Khan is the Pan-African champ. So at TME, I would love to see them as the tag champs. I would love to see them matched up against some of the tag teams from over here. You know what I'm saying? From here, what have you. I'm just saying, but we're going to see. And a match that, if I'm correct, we didn't get at the last one. It was a pre-show. Hold on, I got to scroll down and find it. It goes on. Yeah. Dang gummit. Okay, it was another match that was announced that I can't think. There's a pre-match that was announced that posed to have a match that we posed to had at the last show, but we didn't get that at the show. Like I said, I'm sorry. Yes, like I said, Darius Bingiston is doing a hold-for-hold open challenge, no strikes, no just grappling. I wonder who's going to answer that challenge. Plus, on top of that, let me see here. The working team captain, he will be. So we got Owen Knight. Could Owen Knight be the guy that answers the challenge? You know what I'm saying? That'd be an interesting match. Basically, so y'all can understand, hold for hold, this is going to be a pure match for the most part. If you're not into wrestling, technical wrestling, this ain't going to be for you. Because this is going to be a straight technical wrestling affair. So, like I said, I see they got Owen Knight supposed to be coming through at close of midnight, so he's supposed to have a match, I believe. I have not heard anything about Khan being announced there. I see Shug D will be in the building. Pretty sure to cut a promo. Oh, I got to hear the Audacity. Let's
defeat a system that is built on lies and hate.
Lies and hate.
We have the audacity to defeat the media, the stock exchange, religious organizations, and private sectors that keep you happy, spending, and stupid.
A lot of stupid people out there. That's a lot to overcome.
We have the audacity. Saif al-Sabah and Treehouse Lee. We have the audacity, or is it audacity? It's the audacity to change the world and spark a revolution with ASE Wrestling.
Speaking of spark, I know we're indoors, I ain't gonna light it, but it's a symbol of our victory. We have the audacity. What's your excuse?
What's your excuse?
What's your excuse?
People, you can't tell me You can't tell me. They need the tag titles. The audacity of these fuckers to be in the Fatal 4-Way with the X Division title. Oh, I love, they're my favorite tag team in ASE. I'm sorry. I love Treehouse. And Treehouse Lee is my favorite wrestler. You know, Sabat, he's that deal too, but I see a lot of storyline with them. And I would like to see them at one point be the tag champs. And everything. But no, that's going to be a barn burner of a match. So, look, go purchase, like I did, the pay-per-view that's dropping this Saturday night. You feel me? So I will be watching this pay-per-view probably after I do my interview. Because, trust me, I am not going to be able to get the pay-per-view. Wrestle Dream. It was a dream. I'm gonna dream of what it would look like as I read the results. But either way, speaking about Wrestle Dream, like I said, go purchase ASE 11. Excuse me, is it? No. We're gonna say this shit right. Fuck that. Because this is ASE, nigga. ASE close to midnight. If you're in the Charlotte area, you can attend it. Go on their website, ASEWrestling.com. Get your tickets. They're going fast. Except this will be this Saturday. You're going to see some great pro wrestling. You're going to see some music. 4 championships. Hold on, wait a second. ASE men's title, women's title. Tag title. So if it's 4 championships, that means the Pan African title must going to be defended. But they have not been announced. They has not been announced yet. Oh, and shouts out to Alexis Littlefoot. Hey, baby. How you doing, girl? I ain't forgot about you, know what I'm saying? I told you I got 40. You want me to put $1,000 in shit? What the fuck? What you think this is? What you think this is Vegas? I said I got 40. But now, I forgot to announce the main event, the ASE men's title, before I even go to Wrestle. In light of everything that's been said, this was a hard decision because 2 things I've heard. Carter said he has a few dates booked. Dixon is looking to retire June 2026. We have not had openly gay, openly bisexual, because apparently that what he must be or what have you. No judge. Y'all, come on, I'm the last person to fucking judge. Really? It's just, we never had a man from the community a top champion. Right? Darius Carr took him out at the tournament. I see Dixon winning this. For one, if you want to shatter the ceiling, the tradition of pro wrestling, you put the belt on Billy. Because Billy's not traditional. I love the way he said, I know the difference between a wrist lock or a wrist watch, but we know when I ball my fist, it's going to hurt. And plus, on top of that, too, I think also to give Billy a title run where he's very visible with that belt. Because the way that I'm not even going to front, ASE has been getting a lot of attention. And you get where I'm coming from. So it's a good look for him to be champ. Plus, on a wrestling storyline, he needs his comeuppance. Now, do Darius Carter eventually get the belt back? Yeah, I kind of see that. Either that or Cedric Alexander become champ. But even with that, I think that Billy would beat Cedric Alexander, because if one thing that I have noticed and that Darius is going to do, he's going to make sure that title is going to mean something when the champ loses it. Because trust me, this is going to be a packed show in Slingshot. And the place is going to lose his noodle when he wins that title. So I'm definitely it. And like I said, trust me, this is not good. This is going to be brutal. Because like I said, from the video that you saw and the build, since 2020, at a small bar, to now the bright lights of Charlotte, North Carolina. Darius Carter, the Moriarty of pro wrestling, against Billy Dixon, the business. Oh, God. Hold on. Hold on. I'm in the middle of recording my wrestling show. I'll get with you in a second. I'll be done in about 10 minutes. Now, let's get to Wrestle Dream, shall we? Because I got another show to do. Wrestle Dream is coming up. We had the let's see here. Yes. Now, all right. Let me get through this so we can do it. Damn, I hate doing it like this. All right. Y'all know the build. Y'all know everything. All right. The Hurt Syndicate, after defeating the Demand in a Philly street fight, will now be in a trios match. Probably be the match to probably start off everything. What I'm seeing here is the Demand winning this match and getting the pin on MVP. Because now we need to start the storyline of MVP getting that other person to replace him. Because he's going to feel that he's a liability to the group in the ring. Plus, the Demand, they're right now one of your top groups. You're also trying to push Ricochet to some single belt or at least into a singles title feud of some kind. Because I would think the next person that after Samoa Joe, Hangman should have a title feud with Ricochet. Because to be honest, you're not going to give him MJF this soon. That would make sense. Plus, MJF right now out filming a movie. So, plus Ricochet, it's time for him to have a title feud whether he wins the belt or not. And I don't see him winning the belt. So, yeah, I see the Demand taking the victory. Next up, we have Jamie Hayter and Tekla in a singles match. We've seen a feud with the Triangle Madness, not only beefing with the female champion, Statlander and Toni Storm, but also beefing with Queen Aminata, and Jamie Hayter. Tekla is next in line for a title shot. Because also we got the women's tag titles at some point going to be announced of how they're going to crown the champions. So my thought is simply this: Tekla gets the win. Because I think Tekla is next in line to get the title shot to the winner of Statlander and Toni Storm. They've been building to that. Tekla has been on a winning streak. She's the leader of the Triangle of Madness. There's going to be interference, but Tekla gets the win. Next up, Bandito and Brody King will defend the titles against Don Callis with Okada and Kineska Takara. When was I should take a shit? I'm sorry. Takada. All right. Bandito's retaining. This is the further the Kineska and Okada's riff. To the point that it might be a blow up in this match to go ahead and set up a split within the Don Callis family, maybe, with a match with them two eventually having a match for Okada's title. And Don Callis having to choose who he runs with. Because understand, for the unified title, there's no outside interference. So Don Callis cannot help either man. And I don't see the purpose of them being tag champs, because I kind of feel that you want to see this match sooner than later. And you want to see Takeshita be the first one to lead the Don Callis family at the strength they had there. So now, next up is Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. This is going to be a great match. I'm going to enjoy this match. Back and forth, but come on, Kyle Fletcher retains. He's not coming off that TNT title no time soon. I don't see anyone in the near future that can take it off of him unless they have him set up with Darby, and him and Darby, that's not going to happen. So, next up is for $500,000, the cash show. Don't y'all find it interesting how my man always be doing cash matches where dudes win money? Well, Jurassic Express be going against the Young Bucks. I do not see the Jurassic Express losing with their first match back to the Young Bucks. Plus, we need a storyline of the Young Bucks still struggling in the pain, because it's actually a good storyline. Because I don't see the Young Bucks, unless Don Callis has some interfere, I don't see the Young Bucks winning. Because you got Jurassic Park back. There's your tag team. So now we got your tag team division very strong at this point in time, because you do have a lot of tag team feuds going on. So, no, I don't see them winning. Next up, Chris Statlander and Timeless Toni Storm for the women's title. Statlander will not lose. She will beat Toni Storm clean. Do not be surprised you see a ending where the Triangle of Madness actually attack both of them at the end of the match and leaves Chris Statlander lane with Tekla holding the belt. But Chris Statlander, this is going to actually, damn, it might be the match of the night. I mean, it's going to be a lot of match of the night candidates from this. But I think this is going to be the match of the night, because I think it's going to be a very good match. Back and forth and great storytelling. Next up, for the men's title, Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe. Don't see Samoa Joe winning this title. I don't see Samoa Joe winning the title. It's going to be a good match. Adam Hangman Page retains the title. There we go. And then last but not least, this one, I had to really think on this one. I Quit match, Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley won the last match, which was a casket match, because of interference and so forth. In no perceivable pro wrestling booking world do I see Darby losing this match. I kind of see what the end is going to be, and I don't want to spoil it because I predict it. Too many times that torch then came into existence, there's how it will not. He's going to have that dude incapacitated to where he can't run or nothing, and he got this torch. And Mox going to say, I quit. Mox won the casket match. Darby must win this one. This is going to be brutal. This is going to be hardcore. Probably going to have some outside interference on both sides of the fence. But this is going to be a very brutal match. Damn, I hate I can't get the pay-per-view. So, there we go, people. So, I'm done. I got another show I need to do. I have a busy day. Like I said, I go back to work to my regular 9 to 5 this Friday. Please, check out ASE. Go ahead, make that purchase. Watch that pay-per-view. It's going to be good. I'll be I'm not going to be upset if they make it free on YouTube. Because, hell, fuck it. I'll give them that 15. But I think they ain't going to do it. And this is a show here, I don't think they should. If I'm willing to pay for it, what that tell you? So with that being said, please don't forget about STO, the Smokers Lounge, the flagship of the Smoke This Over podcast network. You feel me? I drop a episode every Tuesday, a solo episode of me talking on Thursdays usually. I do special smoke episodes every other Monday. And don't forget about Bonus Smoke Fridays, where I introduce you to somebody new to the Smoke This Over universe, and also someone that you need to know about when it comes to adult film. You feel me? Also, don't forget my subscription side of the network. I'm talking about none other than the place where the conversation gets saucy, the tits pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. I'm talking about the Premium Smoke Room. That's right. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. Plus, I open up the VIP Smoke Room, and I even open it up on X Live, where my fans, followers, or what have you get to submit questions to the ladies for them to answer on air. Also, check on Spotify as you're listening here. I have a subscription side over there as well, as I have 2 wonderful podcasts for you to enjoy over there. Had to Smoke on It, which I got to record something soon for that, as well as Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry top male talents and producers. We give you that real smoke about the industry. Yeah. So, and also do not forget this Friday night, make sure that this, I'm going live from the VIP Smoke Room. That's right, people. I'm going live from the VIP Smoke room at 8 p.m. with the gorgeous Amber Lee. There's no telling what will happen when I go live on X. You're going to see some titties, you're going to see them shake some ass, and they get to answer questions from the followers as well as the subscribers. You have to follow me or just go look on my X profile, you know what I'm saying, to watch the live. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm done. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. We out.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head. No.
Yeah. Bullshit. You.
Don't do the crime.
Born rap star.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Live on the stick, back on my shit. Now I'm beating dick to a point big. Back on my rap shit, no cap shit. Can't say shit. Just trying to be hood, but not dead, you think. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. As I get mine like a rip tide. Don't get carried by the rock side. As I try to get my broke days like apartheid. South Africa. Top spot, I'm coming after your laughter. For the boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game, ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same, the only thing that changed, I got some gray in my mane. I'm still the champ, I'm still the shit. It's y'all just the shit, not even worth a comment.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head. No.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Yeah.